Hey YouTube, it's your girl Spiritual Sad. Look, I'm finna give away some free game today, okay? Stop chasing the bag and start chasing your purpose. And watch the bag come. It gonna come. If you start chasing your soul's purpose, you gonna secure the bag. You ain't gotta try, it's just gonna come. It's gonna multiply. You're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Okay? Because a lot of us, we come over here, everybody come over here with our South Node. That's what we did in our past life. And so it's easy for us to live like that. All right, but once you start getting into your late 20s, early 30s, and 40s, and so on, life starts to get complicated. There's a lot of chaos and confusion, okay? Feel like you're going against the grain. Feel like ain't shit working out. And that is because it's time to release the South Node and step into your North Node to finish out your life. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna work a little bit in your North Node, and then towards the end of life, you're gonna be trying to balance them bitches out. And then you will have completed this life cycle. And then you can go on to glory. Okay? So if you're having a lot of chaos and conflict in your life, 111 on the phone, it is time for you to get into your North Node. If you out there, well, I'm finna apply to this job because they pay more, you ain't gonna never be happy. You're never gonna find what the fuck you're looking for. Okay? But if you are out there looking and asking yourself, how can I make the world a better place? Spirit, what is my soul's calling? What did you put me here for? Because everybody was put here for a reason. So when you start chasing that money is going to come. That joy, that happiness, that peace. Listen to your girl now, okay? All right, ancestors of the highest white light. I ask that you come in, allow me to channel the energy around my collective. Archangel Michael, I ask that you come down and protect me. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. So we have trust and we have indecision. In the bottom of the deck, there's doubt, okay? And the reason there's doubt, Spirit says there needs to be a death. Death represents change, transformation, an ending of one way of living and the beginning of a new way. So you're going to be ending that South Node way of living and beginning to live in your North Node. Your North Node is your soul's calling. If y'all don't know what y'all North Node is, you can find out for free, okay? Go online and Google cafeastrology.com. Put in what time you was born, where you was born, your birthday, and all that good shit. And it's going to tell you what your North Node is. Then you want to locate what house that North Node is in. Once you find that, then you need to go and type in, well, my North Node is in Taurus. What am I supposed to do? And they're going to tell you, North Node in Taurus people is supposed to create a bunch of abundance, right? A bunch of stability. And I know this for facts because my North Node is in Taurus. My South Node was in Scorpio. So I am not a materialistic person. I am all about emotions and feelings, and I go deep with people because that was my South Node. That's what I did in my past life. But Spirit is telling me this lifetime I got to create a bunch of wealth, a bunch of stability, a bunch of abundance and shit like that, right? And I'm like, I'm not used to that. It was hard for me to step into my role. But all you got to look at it is, well, how can I make the world a better place? My calling is to get on YouTube and help guide people through their spiritual path. And once you get into your calling, like I said, the wealth, the money, the abundance, the happiness, the joy, and the peace is going to come. Okay? So you have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay? I release the need to know all the answers. So, a lot of you, like I said, you're going through, just trying to figure out why shit ain't working. Maybe it used to work and it's not working anymore. And the reason I'm saying that is because now it's time for you to step into your North Node. There has to be a death, a transformation. And sometimes, when you walking out of your South Node, whatever that is for you guys, and you walk into your North Node, you also have to leave some people behind. People, places, and things that no longer serve you, you got to leave it behind. And in doing that, you need to understand that endings is just a beginning. Wherever there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. 444 on the phone. Okay, so you don't need to be doubting nothing. Just release the need to know all the answers and follow your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that this job is not working, or this relationship is not working, or hanging out with these friends is not working, follow your intuition, because those are answers straight from the Most High God. And your intuition is always correct. We just don't always listen to it. Spirit says trust and accept that your inner voice, which is your intuition, will always guide you correctly. Okay? So let's get off in this thing. See what's going on. Yeah. Needs to be you got to. People's is walking away from jobs, relationship, people, places, and things that no longer serve them. But don't look at it as you losing something. Well, I'm walking away from this. No, I'm walking toward my happiness, my abundance, my soul's purpose. I'm following the stars. Okay, that's how you got to look at that right there. Yeah, take control of your life. Get in your emperor energy. Walk away from what is no longer serving you. And the easiest way to do that is to follow the stars. Literally. This is the Aquarius card, right? And we're in the age of the Aquarius. It's time for you to be your true, authentic self. And when spirits say follow the stars, that's exactly what they mean. What is your North Node? And the only way to figure this out is to know your birth chart. You need to know your astrology, your makeup, okay? And so like I just said, even for those skeptics, those people who don't believe in that shit, if you got a lot of chaos and conflict going on in your life, and you in your 30s pushing on up, it's time for that change to take place. And it's just gonna get worse because you're like pushing against the grain. Spirit is saying, okay, you had enough time to live in your South Node. Now I need you to get into your soul's calling. The reason that I put you here. Everybody has a soul purpose of being here. And the way you find your soul's purpose is to figure out what your North Node is. And once you find that North Node, then you got to walk away from the South Node. And anything associated with that South Node, that's going to be jobs, relationship, people, places, and things that is no longer serving you. And then you got to step up, boss up, and take control of your life. And a lot of you will realize that once you get in your North Node, that you will have to become an entrepreneur, or you'll be guided to become an entrepreneur, working for yourself, bossing the fuck up. Man or woman. This emperor could be man or woman, because the energy of an emperor is a boss. Okay? But the way to do that is to follow the stars here. All right. Spirit. Yes. Then you get in that magician energy. And you start to manifest the life that it is that you want. You start to co-create with the Most High God. Start to realize that you possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness. It's a very powerful and freeing thing when you realize what your North Node is. Okay? I'm telling you. Because right now, somebody is miserable as fuck. 4 of Cups energy. And they're resisting this change there's change trying to happen in someone's life right now. Well, how do you know change is trying to happen? Because everything you trying ain't working. You was good at your job for a while. Your relationship, your marriage, everything was going good. Now you're fucking miserable. You're bored. You're tired. You're not being challenged. It's the same mundane bullshit. It's because it's time for you to step up out of. 8 of Cups right here. 8 of Cups. Merchandise available. 8 of Cups, they ass, okay? But the 8 of Cups talks about walking away to evolve. So you're walking away from the South Node, okay? And you're walking straight toward your North Node. What they call it? The Northern Star? I don't know. But anyway, try it, y'all. It's not even because there's a lot of people who skeptical. Oh, I don't believe in all that astrology shit. People say I'm a Leo, but I don't act like this, because you got more than just Leo in your chart. You'd be surprised. My sun sign say Sagittarius, but I can get real Gemini on your ass. That's my rising sign. Fuck what you want to, and when I don't, I don't. And I don't mean nothing bad. That's just who I am. Fuck what you want to, and when I don't, I don't. That Gemini on your ass. That call is two-faced. However you want to look at it. Saying, or I can get real Aquarius on your motherfucking ass. Just depending on how I'm feeling. Because it's a lot of shit in you. There's more than just one thing that make up your whole body. You got 12 different other signs off in your ass that makes up who in the fuck you are. So then once you find out what all your makeup is, then you take that and you manifest, because the energy of the magician is that they have everything they need to manifest the life that they want and create this unlimited abundance. And the way to get that abundance is to find out what your soul is here to do. Okay? So a lot of y'all need to be releasing this doubt. Okay? And you need to stop resisting change. People's been at their job. Well, I only got 6 more years before I can retire. But you don't even want to wake up and go. It's hell to have to get up and go to that job. That job sucking your energy, sucking the life right up out of you. And all you can look at and say is, oh, just got 6 more years. I'm just going to keep on putting in this time until I can retire. Spirit is saying, no, it's time to release that shit. I got something better for you. Your purpose, the reason that I put you here. But you got to trust that what you are feeling, on the inside, listen to your body's intuition. You got to trust that your soul is going to guide you correctly. And when you get where you're going, then you have to take control of it. Once you figure out what your calling is, then you got to do it. That's exactly what I did. Okay, we just came out of COVID. Mostly everybody is back to full capacity. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go. But, like I said, at the beginning of COVID, the Most High God did that for a reason. Made everyone retreat from the world. Put everybody in solitude for a whole year. 12 months. That's exactly how many signs we got. We got 12 zodiac signs. And the Spirit did that to give you time to figure out who you really are. People are fucking mathematicians, college professors. They know so much about everything else. They don't know shit about themselves. We just had a whole year for you to figure out just who in the fuck you really are. Because if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where the fuck you're going. It's important to know who you are. Okay? So, and you can still do this. It ain't going to take no year. But Spirit gave us a year to get our mind, body, and soul in alignment. Figure out who we truly are and what our purpose was. And that's exactly what I did. In COVID, I changed my whole fucking life. Let go of all my codependent ass issues. 1222 on the phone. And got into my North Node, my soul's calling. And I wasn't looking for the abundance. I was looking for my purpose. But the abundance came with that. Okay? And so somebody here need to do that. Somebody here, they life fucked up. Much chaos and conflict. Whatever they try, the shit ain't working. They just settling. And resisting this change. Someone right now need to leave a job. Someone right now need to leave a relationship. Need to leave a marriage. But the old thought patterns. Well, I only got 6 more years before I can retire. And you want to settle with just making $1,200, $1,300 a month retirement. And you're going to live out the rest of your life like that. Boring as fuck with the 4 Cup energy. No, that's not what the Spirit did not put you here to work for one company for 40 years and give all your energy and life to a fucking company. That was not your purpose. It wasn't. Okay, and that's why I'm telling you, people is having a bunch of chaos and conflict. That's what they call midlife crisis. The real word is spiritual awakening. That's what it really is, a spiritual awakening. 1313 on the phone. And it's because it's time to walk away from the South Node, whatever you did up from 7 on up to your fucking late 20s. Okay? Time to walk away from that and step into your North Node. And like I said, your North Node is your soul's calling. It's your soul's purpose. Okay? And then you got to build up that confidence. Then your intuition's going to open up on you. Because that's how Spirit's going to be guiding you. Through your intuition. It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So in that year, we should have been figuring out who in the fuck we was, building up our confidence, building up our spiritual gifts, bonding with ourselves, getting to know who in the fuck we really was. Spirit put us in hermit mode for a reason. The Most High God did that for a reason, for our highest, best good. And those who resisted that shit in COVID, 1444 on the phone, their life is in disarray, chaos and conflict, because they resisted the change. They resisted the change. People was supposed to, a lot of people met their twin during COVID. They were supposed to leave their karmics and come with the twins, and they didn't. They resisted it. And now they sitting here miserable and trying to figure out. They even a little bit jealous. Looking at their twins and seeing their twins' life going accordingly. Because the twin wasn't resisted. The twin got in their soul's purpose. And they living a very abundant, peaceful, happy life. Huh? But these other twins, most of them is masculines. Take it where it resonates. They were so damn defensive. No, I don't want to change. I like what I got going on. Even though we miserable, I like what I got going on. It's comfortable. This is what I know. Spirit said, okay, at some point, your ass gonna have a midlife crisis. It's really a spiritual awakening. Like I said, got to go through a death and a rebirth. Where there's endings, there's brand new beginnings. Okay, so I really feel a tower coming up. Because if you're still in this 7 of Wands and Spirit's trying to get you to change, the Wheel of Fortune is all about change. But this Wheel of Fortune puts you on your right path, where you're supposed to be at this cycle of your life. Nothing lasts forever. People need to know that shit. It don't. You're here having a human experience. Okay? So people done got comfortable in life. We ain't never supposed to be comfortable. We supposed to always be evolving. That's the point. That's the whole reason we was put here. To learn and grow and experience some shit on a human level. We are spiritual beings, okay? People need to realize that shit. And it's a lot of people that did not take that retreat and do what they were supposed to do with it. They was resisting. And now they life fucked up. You can look at them and tell they in disarray. Even when they try to put on a brave face, post pictures on Facebook, try to make you think they happy. Those of you who are in your calling, you're intuitive as fuck. You can see straight through. You know they miserable as hell. It's right here. They're miserable. Why? Because they was resisting this solitude, this time in solitude that we have. Spirit was saying, this whole year that we've been in solitude, you needed to take this lantern and do some soul searching. Do some self-reflecting. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to go? What you want to do? What you want to be? And he put us by ourselves so we can hear our own thoughts. Hear the messages that was coming from the Most High God. Listen to our intuition. But again, a lot of people didn't do that. And then they mad at you. Those of you who did it, people looking up at you, jealous. Because your life is going according. And theirs ain't. And they just can't figure it out. It's like, bro, you the one resisting change. So yeah, while I'm on my right path, you sitting here with a bunch of chaos and conflict. And most of these people, they still with karmics or they're in karmic situations. They're in karmic jobs. They're in karmic relationships. And Spirit's like, bro, it's time to end that karmic cycle of your life and move into a new cycle in your life. And they didn't want to do it. So, what else, Spirit? Yeah, chariot energy. It's time to go. Time to cut out what is no longer serving you. And if you haven't done it, you need to do that. You need to realize that that is what Spirit is trying to get you to do. When I say Spirit, I'm talking about the Most High God. Okay? People hear Spirit and get all freaked the fuck out. I'm talking about the Most High God. And then it's going to get worse. The more you resist the change, people right now know they're supposed to be heading for divorce. They weren't even supposed to be married to the motherfucker that they married any damn way. Okay? Because God did not ordain this shit. If they did, listen. If you had a 5 of Wands in your life, like I said, it's because you've been resisting change. Period. You ain't got to believe me. I ain't got to live your life. You the one got to live it. Someone right here, life is fucked up. Miserable. Chaos and conflict. Everything they try to do, it don't work. Spirit say because you're going against the grain. We as human beings, we try to have our own life plans. And Spirit to give us that. On up until what? Late 20s? Then you get in your early 30s and on up. Then it's time for you to do your soul's calling. You done had 30 years to go out here and act a fool, do what you wanted to do. Now it's time for you to do what the fuck you was put here to do. And as long as you resist the change with the 7 of Wands right here, you are going to be miserable as fuck, and your life is going to be a constant state of chaos and conflict. Gonna feel like everything you try ain't working. And it ain't gonna work because you're not on your right path. And it's some hard-headed motherfuckers that just don't get it. They're going to keep beating their head up against the damn wall. And it's going to get worse, 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 worse. And then that tower going to fall and they're going to lose everything. Everything they was trying to stay there and save. These people only got 6 more years till I retire. Something going to happen where you get fired and lose all your 401. Listen to me. I don't play no games, okay? I'm telling you, someone's resisting change. And it's about to fuck them up. Spirit's giving you the time to change your life with the wheel of fortune. It's time for change. Time to walk away from the old bullshit. Get into your North Node. Get into your soul's calling. What the Most High God truly put you here for. Open up to your spiritual gift. Start listening to your intuition. Stop listening to the 3D self. That ego self. And somebody ain't listening. Seven of Pentacles. Time for reevaluation. Time for you to look at all the time and energy you've been putting in this job. All the time and energy you've been putting in this marriage. What in the fuck have you got out of it? Damn near nothing. One little rotten ass pentacle. And some of y'all still thinking, well, I just keep on putting. No, the fuck you should not. It's time for reevaluation. That was what the damn COVID was for. Hermit mode. It was time for people to start self-reflecting and reevaluating what they had invested in. Did you get your return on your investment? No. I don't even know you. I ain't even got to be in your life. I can look at the card and tell you, no. You put all this time and energy in that relationship, you didn't get shit. Some of y'all got cheated on. Some of y'all people done went out there and got pregnant by other motherfuckers. You didn't get what you put in. And that's why Spirit says it's time for a change. It's time to let it go. Cut your losses. It ain't even a loss. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. God let us do whatever it is that we want to do for the first 30-odd years. Then you get that second half of life, you got to step into your spiritual calling. The more you don't do it, the more you're going to wish you had it. This is just going to get worse. It'll feel like your whole family, it'll feel like the whole world is against you. It don't matter what you do, no matter what you try, it's going to feel like the whole world is against you. And it pretty much is. Because you're not going with the flow of the fucking universe, okay? And the people who are going to have this the hardest is those 3D ass people who don't believe in this. They're the ones that's going to have this hard-ass transformation. You got death out here twice. Because that's what was supposed to happen during COVID. You were supposed to go through a metamorphosis. Okay? Release whatever was no longer serving you. People didn't do it. They held on to it. They still holding on to it. What else, Spirit? 6 of Cups. This is, look at that. There it is right there. I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't. Somebody finna go through this. They could possibly be going through it now. And then they're watching you, collective, seeing how you built your life because someone wanted to stay stuck in the past. That's what the 6 of Cups energy is. Staying stuck in the past. Spirit told them to walk away with the 8 of Cups right here. Spirit said, look, bro, or sis, it's time for you to walk away. Take control of your life. Boss the fuck up. Get into your North Node. They didn't do it. They held on to the past. Old relationships, old ass marriages that they knew deep down. How did they know deep down? Well, these people who are in these fucked up ass relationships and fucked up marriages, Spirit allowed them to meet their twin flame. Either right before COVID or during COVID. They met their twin flame. Okay? Then we get in COVID. And you got all this time to reevaluate and self-reflect on what it is that you want. And these people chose to be stubborn, 9 of Cups, chose to be defensive and hold on to the past. Okay? And then they wonder why shit ain't going right. Spouses is cheating. I'm picking it up. Somebody's getting pregnant by another person. Okay? It's going to be bad. This tower's not going to be good at all. The very thing you was trying to hold on to coming tumbling the fuck down. And then they looking at the people who did make that change in their life during COVID. Trying to get in. First, they started gossiping about you. Because it looked so easy. Because, see, they didn't realize what in the fuck you was doing. See, during that time of COVID, they was flexing. With these jobs, with these relationships, with these marriages. Thinking that they had it good. You buckle down and you put in the motherfucking work. You did what the Most High God told you to do. You got the self. I know I did. I started looking at myself. I said, I know I'm smarter than this. I'm better than this codependent ass drug. I'm better than this shit. Yeah, I got to looking at how much time I had been addicted to pain pills and what the fuck, how much money I was spending, how much time I was missing from my family, my children, how many jobs I done skipped and shit, how many relationships I had. I started looking at my whole fucking life, and then I started to say, okay, what have I got out of this shit? Nothing. So then I said, okay, it's time for me to release what is no longer serving me. Then I started self-reflecting, listening to my intuition with the Queen of Cups here. Started getting up my confidence. And so when it was time to pop back out on their ass, I popped out like a fucking boss. Huh? Truth, look, I ain't got to lie about it. People that knew me a year ago and know me now, they're like, what the fuck? I popped out like a boss because I was obedient. I trust that my inner voice would always guide me correctly. I released the need to know all the motherfucking answers. I just added 2 and 2. I put 2 and 2 together, said this shit ain't making sense. I'm spending all this time and energy and money and whatever this is or whatever this was in y'all life, and I got to looking at what I got back. My return on my investment, I didn't get shit out of it. So I released it. And like I said, when it was time to pop back out, I popped back out like a boss. And that's what the Most High God wanted for everybody to do. And for those who didn't, their life is fucked up. And they've had multiple opportunities to release whatever the fuck they was holding on to in the past. Stuck in the past. It's never going to go back like it used to be. In fact, it's going to get harder and harder and harder till you learn the lessons, till you release it and get on your right path. I told you. So that tower done hit somebody. They done lost every damn thing. Everything they was trying so hard to hold on to, because they was comfortable, even though the Most High God was pushing them in another direction. Especially these twins, holding on to these karmics, these past relationships that wasn't no damn good. All they do was fuss, fight, and argue. They can't even fart together. You know what I'm saying? A family to shit together, stay together. They can't even do that. Spirit let them meet their twins, and they pushing the twin away. Being stubborn as fuck. Nope, I'm going to stay in what I'm in. Spirit said, all right, fool. Bam. Now what you going to do? These towers, they don't feel good. And you get in that energy of, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? It's because you resisted the change. So these towers are divine interventions. Shit that Spirit was trying to get you to walk away from on your own because they can tell that that shit was not good for you, that you were growing past this situation. When you did not release it and get on the right path, Spirit has to come and knock that shit all the way down to the point to where there's nothing to go back to. And even if you do go back, you're going to spend the rest of your life rebuilding it. That's how you know that's divine intervention. Like, let me give you an example. You had 6 years left to retire at this job. Spirit been trying to push you out that job for the longest. The whole fucking company would sell out to another company in China. You can't even go back. Now you're living on $150 of unemployment a week. You in this big ass negotiation with the other company that bought the shit out, hoping and praying you can get the fucking money you had to put in the 401k. Or however that shit go. But had you walked out of that when Spirit told you to, you would have been ahead of the game. But now it's 600 of y'all. Because everybody done lost their job at one time. So now it's 600 people looking for a new job. But had you walked away when Spirit told you to, it would have been one person looking. You know what I'm saying? You could have beat the competition. But now you in competition with 599 other motherfuckers. See what I'm saying? So now these people who where this tower done hit, they're looking at their twins. And they see how good their life is. How they just got it so, it seemed like they got it so perfect. To them, it seems like we don't even deserve this. But they didn't know what in the fuck we was doing in hermit mode. We were listening to the Most High God. And they was resisting the Most High God. Okay? So, now, Spirit is telling someone, you've been watching long enough. You know what the fuck it is you got to do. You knew what you had to do then, but you wanted to be hard-headed. So now I'm just going to knock your whole shit down. For someone here, they married to a Karmic, didn't want to leave their twin. They fucking Karmic got pregnant by somebody else. They found that shit out. The whole marriage gone. Spirit said you should have walked away from that shit a long time ago. You wasn't even happy there. You wasn't even happy. But you stayed in it anyway. Because you was scared. Holding on to the past. Scared of change. Change right here. Somebody was scared to change. You got to change in a way. Now you don't have a choice. This tower is getting evicted. Losing your job. Your spouse that you was holding on to is filing for a divorce from you. Or your spouse is getting pregnant by somebody else. It's like, I gave you the opportunity. See, this is not forced. This is spirit giving you the opportunity to walk away from what is no longer serving you and take control of your life like a real emperor, a real boss does. But when you don't do it, then it's forced. Spirit has to force that shit. You see how that lightning is coming from the sky? It's coming from the Most High God. This tower is forced because somebody won't listen. But it's going to put you on your right path where Spirit was trying to get you to go in the first damn place. Okay? These towers is just for hard-headed people. That's all. Spirit said, you're going to get on this path one way or the other. So now your person been watching you. Okay. They're still being guided to take a leap of faith. But guess what? Some of them are still resisting. Even though the tower done came in on them. That's what I'm saying. These people right here are so fucking hard-headed. They still, Spirit said, okay, now I done tore your whole shit down for you to take that leap of faith to where I was telling you to go in the first place. But some of y'all, this is y'all twin. Y'all masculine. And guess what? They still blocking it. Spirit says as long as they block it, now they're going to receive karma because they're deliberately, what do you say, disobeying the Most High God. Once you get a tower, Spirit give us free will right here. Especially if you're someone who has a mission, a life. And like I said, every soul here got a purpose. But there's some souls that the Most High God needs you to do things. This emperor, Spirit needs this emperor to do something. And they're spending too much time stuck in a karmic cycle. And so they done gave them an opportunity to walk away and they didn't. They done hit their ass with the towel and they still resisting. Now they're about to receive a bunch of karma for it. It's like you tell your child not to do something. Then you whoop their ass. Then they do it again. Okay, so what you gonna do now? Because someone's still lying to themselves and being disobedient to the Most High God. So it's going to be a challenging, very, very challenging and unbalanced and painful time in somebody's life. But that's the only way that these people are going to listen. This is someone who got to be put flat on their fucking ass before they will change. And it's sad. It should not take all of that. It should not take all of that. But it is because someone is stubborn as fuck. They're confused. But it's really their own ways. It's keeping them stuck. They stubborn. They pride in their ego. King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Emperor. That's a stubborn ass energy. They know what the fuck it is they supposed to did long time ago. Stubborn. But when they get through with all of this, ain't no telling how long this karma kick in on their ass. Ain't no telling. Especially if, say for instance, this was a marriage and this person got pregnant by someone else and this empress still decides to stay there even though that person's pregnant with someone else, they're going to receive a lot of karma in that situation. Everything they try, it's going to go against the grain. It's just going to be more pain. Unbalanced, they're not going to be able to find no peace, no harmony. It's going to be unbalanced. They're going to continue to be miserable as fuck. And they just watching you live out your best motherfucking life. They supposed to be living their best life with you. King, Queen of Pentacles, huh? That's a divine counterpart. But they're choosing to leave that shit out in the cold. So Spirit says as long as they leave the shit out in the cold, that's karma. Justice and judgment is karma. Because you got somewhere your soul is supposed to be. And you're not listening. Okay? So, baby. It's like just as soon as this person goes through that death and transformation, then the Most High God can anoint them. The same way they have anointed us who took that time wise, I changed my whole fucking life in that year. Changed my whole damn life. I said, okay, Spirit, it's not, you right. It's not working for me. I tried it my way over and over. 7 years, in fact. I tried it my way for 7 years, and I saw that it was not working for me. And so I said, okay, I'm going to let the Most High God have his will in my life. So I surrendered. I said, okay, what is it that you want me to do, Spirit? So here I am, y'all. And we've been on here exactly a year. Okay? So yeah, they was resistant. They didn't want to look at it. Some of them was looking at it, but they, instead of them being honest with themselves and seeing that the return on their investment wasn't shit, they said, no, I'm just going to keep on investing. Keep on investing. And I'm going to keep resisting my destiny. Keep resisting my twin. And they still ain't get shit. And what they did get, that's going to be gone. They're going to lose that. It's going to be a lot of painful shit going on. A lot of it. So I don't know, who that was for. But, baby, you can't resist what the Most High God got for you. You can, but it's going to hurt. Unnecessary pain that you causing on yourself. Where other people, they live their life and it just looks so peaceful. And why they ain't got to stress. Why they got so much money. Why they got, because we are obedient. I was grinding my motherfucking ass off in hermit mode. Trying to come up off them damn pills. Trying to become a better mother. A better fucking woman to myself. Just a better overall person. And trying to get closer to my higher self and closer to the Most High God. I took that year and I used that motherfucker wisely. Instead of just looking on the damn news and seeing all the deaths. That's what they wanted to do. Keep y'all confused. The same shit happened in 1920. With the damn flu. If you Google that shit back then, people were wearing a bunch of masks. The roads and streets was just as desolate like they were when we went in hermit mode. Okay? But that's how they kept y'all confused from what the Most High God was really trying to give us. Spirit was giving us this time to take the opportunity to get to know who we truly were and how powerful we were. When I realized that I co-create my universe, I'm unstoppable. I'm dead ass for real. And Spirit gave everybody that opportunity. So those people who hating on y'all, they can't. They got to be mad at themselves. Because they had the same opportunity you did. The whole world was shut down. The whole fucking world was shut down for a whole year. So there was no excuse. So when you popped out like that, like a boss on their ass, and they popped out with the 5 of wands, they want to be mad at you. They want to send you the evil eye. They want to say hurtful, hateful shit about you. It's called accountability. It's called accountability, bro. All right, what else, Spirit? Past life. I cannot make this shit the fuck up. It's a past life issue. What is that past life issue? People are still living in their south node. And the change is for you to get in your north node. Okay? This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Like I said from the beginning, a lot of people are living in their south node. And it's going to be okay. Till you get in around your 30s and 40s, then life gonna start just going all kind of fucking ways. And it's because it's time to release that south node and step into your north node. Your south node was a past life issue. Because your south node was who you was in your past life. This life, you got to live out your north node. Thank you, Spirit. I love when Spirit comes through and clarify for you, girl. Okay? Spirit says it's time to cleanse and detoxify. Let go of these karmic ass relationships, marriages, people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. Cleanse your energy and get on the right fucking path. Stop resisting the change. Cleanse and detoxify. Okay? That is what I have for you. It's your girl, Spiritual Sage. I love y'all from the bottom of my feet. Those of you who've done the work, you can tell. You can tell who did the work and who didn't. Okay? Till next time.